Sixth conversation. The man wanted to know if the woman could take over for a bit. He had to grab a quick bite to eat, because she hadn't had any breakfast and he was starving. The woman replied. She wanted to confirm if he wanted her to supervise her class for a while. And she suggested getting back before lunch. She had her class ran. The man agreed and he offered to buy her something. The woman replied, "The cab, please," and hurried back. She didn't want to be late for her class. 8th conversation. The woman offered to see the man's license and registration. The man agreed, and he didn't thought that he had been speeding. The woman replied, that was a cool thought, but another reason he pulled him over was that his left tailing had been out, and he would let him off on the tail light as long as he went to the mechanic right away. But he did have to write him a ticket with speeding. The man agreed, and he promised to see the mechanic and have his tail light fixed right away. 8th conversation. The man said to the woman, he felt so under the weather since the Wednesday before, and he had no energy. He thought he was coming down with a cold. The woman was sorry for that. It had been so chilly for the past 4 days, and she wanted to know what the man's symptoms were. The man replied, his throat felt really sore, and he had slightly runny nose, and both his nose and eyes felt really dry. The woman suggested going home early and getting some rest. It was getting late anyway, and she commented she would take over for land and please be sure be passed by the pharmacy on his way home before it closed. 9th conversation. The man said to the woman, he'd like 2 tickets to Toronto. He needed to get there by February 17th and come back home on 21st. The woman replied and suggested checking computer. Then she replied, she had one plane leaving at 10 in the morning and arrived at 5 o'clock. They returned home at noon or 1 in the afternoon. They had set sale going for about 50% than usual price, and it would be on the 18th February. The man replied, he would take the seat sale then, and he wanted to know if he could pay half in cash and the other half by debit. The woman replied and suggested printing out his flight schedule and his receipt. 10th conversation. The man wanted to know the woman's opinion, if she were unsatisfied with the meal. The woman replied, she was unsatisfied with the meal. She had asked for the well-done steak, but that was still quite a bit of red on the inside, and her son's fish fillet were very cold. The man was sorry for that, and he said to the woman he would take the food back right away, and he suggested placing another order if she wanted, and he could take 15% of her bill. The woman thanked for that, and after that, she suggested refilling her son's sodas.